welcome back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go with them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, gonna go a story titled, Am I the a-hole for being upset at my wife for going somewhere I told her not to do? And guys, this is a two-part story, two parts in this one video here, about a young guy who is now kicking his wife to the curb after only 2 years of marriage, discovered that she's having an emotional affair with this dude, a manager at a smoothie shop. You're going to see that she likes to go for jogs and get smoothies. This guy really emphasized her smoothie addiction. And mentions one day about how she gets free smoothies, and this guy immediately saw the writing on the wall, knowing she's getting free smoothies because the manager likes her, and told her, no, I don't want you going there anymore. But of course, you don't trust me? Well, guess what? He had reason not to trust her. In fact, there's a whole lot of things going on behind the scenes. And I'll be going to go over here, guys, just to show you, again, you got to pay attention to red flags. You got to stand up for yourself and draw lines where the lines need to be drawn. But also, not just looking for red flags, not just paying attention to your gut and looking and for the red flags, but also sometimes looking for red flags. And also, you're going to see, guys, I might add, that this guy really pampers her too much. She's 26, he's 28, she has no job. She doesn't work. He takes care of everything, and they have no kids. And made it quite clear he pretty much bombards her with affection, certainty, and when a guy does all these things, it really does something to a lot of gals' heads, thinking, hey, I got it made, I can do whatever I want. This guy's just a simp, showering me with affection and love, and obviously doesn't reciprocate. And look what happens here. And you're going to see the deal with her friends. Her friends are egging her on, and you got to pay attention to who her friends are. You got a married gal who seemingly on the outside is happily married, has a great deal with the guy. Meanwhile, her friends are all single. They're all carousel riders. Maybe they're jealous because she's not only married but doesn't have to work. A lot of times women will try to sabotage and screw that up. You got to pay attention. So a lot of lessons in this story about this situation. It says, I, a 28-year-old male, have been married to my wife, a 26-year-old female, for 2 years now. We've had some ups and downs, but overall our marriage has been well. How many ups and downs can you have in just 2 years of being married when that's supposed to be the honeymoon period? Maybe that'll tell you something. She's a supportive partner, but sometimes, like all couples, we do bicker, but we do try to fix our problems at the end of the day. Recently, my wife has been going on jogs and going to this new smoothie shop. She loves smoothies. We have a few smoothie shops in our area, and we also make smoothies at home, but this place just opened up. Okay, I get the point. She likes smoothies. Jesus. She went for a jog and tried it out and loved it. She said that the staff was nice and the smoothies are great, and I'm happy for her. She comes back one day after her jog with a smoothie for she and I, and told me that she got both for free. I was shocked, only because smoothies in our area can cost sometimes $8 a piece. I asked her why did she get this for free, and was today a special day. It's amazing. Pretty girl comes in, all of a sudden, oh, this is for free. She said, please don't get mad, but the worker there was hitting on me and gave me both of them for free. He gives me all my drinks for free when I go there after my jogs. Yeah, it's called he wants to get in your panties, honey. And guess what? The married gal is enjoying the attention. She's been there about 6 or 7 times at this point. I told her I'm uncomfortable with her getting free drinks and being flirted with, and would like her to go to a new smoothie shop. Totally reasonable. I don't blame him. End of story. Now, look, both men and women can enjoy that the opposite sex finds them attractive, but there's a world difference between that and what's going on here. We have the money. I can pay for her smoothies, or I can make them at home. Plus, there are so many in our area. She said that I should trust her, and she wouldn't cheat on me, and free smoothies is a plus. Yeah, famous last words. How many times have we heard that in all the stories? I told her I don't want her going there anymore, and she says she wishes I would trust her. You can see where this is going immediately. You didn't trust me, that's why I did what I did. No, if she truly loves and respects this guy, then she would say, okay. Not that there isn't enough smoothie shops in the area, but she loves the attention and validation. Fast forward to today, my wife still goes on her morning jogs, and she went to the same smoothie place I asked her to stop going to. Yeah, because she doesn't respect you. Because you as a man aren't laying down the law, but you're going to see in a second, guys, why she pulls this type of crap, because of how this guy handles his relationship with her. to see the same man who's been flirting with her and giving her free drinks. I only noticed because I have her location. When she got home, I didn't say anything to her about it. She went to take a shower and left her phone and keys on the counter. She asked me if I could text her mother and about dinner at our place tonight, and I said sure. When I opened her phone, texted her mom, and sent the text about dinner tonight, a text from her best friend came up on the screen, and it said, "You're not wrong. It's okay to have crushes while you're married. Just don't do anything stupid. Plus, he gives you free smoothies, girl." There you go. Of course her best friend knows about this guy, and the fact that she's talking about this dude with her best friend says this woman not only enjoys the attention, but also she's attracted to him, and things are starting to brew. So this guy, this husband here, he knew something was up. Because guys know guys. And a lot of women, they're not stupid. They know when men are attracted to them, but they don't want to hear these types of things. And right here, they're gossiping about it, and keep going. The friend is egging her on. Okay to have crushes while you're married. No. So I clicked on the text, and I read their messages. She had told her best friend that she thought the guy at the smoothie shop was attractive, that he would flirt with her and give her free smoothies, and they would chat. That she found him on Instagram, and he's married with kids, but she still enjoys getting the smoothies and seeing him on her jogs. So now she's stalking him on Instagram and social media, finding everything she can about him. Obviously, she's attracted to this guy. This is the fucking problem. And the guy certainly should have laid down the law before, but also this comes back to the fact that this woman obviously does not respect this guy, and you're going to find out more what I'm talking about as we dig into this. I'm wondering what to do now. Smack! What do you mean what to do now? You didn't lay down the fucking law. Or more. It's been a few hours since I discovered this, and I haven't talked to my wife about it. Am I wrong for telling her to stop going? Is this normal? Well, sadly, a lot of this behavior is normal in the sense that that's just how a lot of the gals behave nowadays. You're not the a-hole for telling her not to go there, because what's exactly what you didn't want to happen is happening. She's obviously into the guy. This is beyond her just enjoying the attention here. And now she's digging, and now she's talking about him with her friend. No. Now the update. He says here, I want to give an update about the smoothie situation with my wife. I want to start out by first thanking everyone for the advice and comments. I apologize I wasn't able to respond to any comments. I've been a bit overwhelmed with the amount of comments I got as well as the situation at hand. To address a few things, first, I didn't intentionally snoop through my wife's phone. I texted her mom about dinner, and I seen the text pop up from her best friend. These guys always take a moment to apologize or address the issue about going through the wife or girlfriend's phone, because they always get shit in the comment section. Well, newsflash, A, he wasn't snooping on her phone. She told him, please, could you text my mom through my phone? And he saw the text come up. And even if he did go through her phone, given the situation, you can't blame the guy. I don't. And look what he discovered. Look what all these guys discover once they finally do a little investigating. So fuck these people that are bitching and complaining about that. Now, that's what really happened. I guess my wife's not a good cheater. And second, I love my wife. Or at least I thought I did. I call her beautiful every day. I don't neglect her emotionally. I give her everything I have. I make enough money that my wife can stay home and enjoy her days, even though we don't have any kids of our own, and that still isn't enough. Smack! Do you hear all that? Now we're getting into it. In a perfect world, a guy could make a good enough living that he can take care of his wife. She doesn't have to work. She can be happy. His love is enough. No, that doesn't work that way. She's 26 years old. There is no reason that she should be at home all the time. The only reason at 26 years old she should be home not working is if they have a baby or a little toddler or a couple little kids they've had building a family. Not her sitting around fucking watching daytime TV. Look at what she's doing with all the time on her hands. Bullshit. If there aren't any kids in the picture, she should have a freaking job or embarking on her career. So already she's got it made. And he says here he showers her. I make enough money to take care of everything. What else did he say? I don't neglect her emotionally. I tell her she's beautiful every day. I give her everything I have. This is terrible. This tells her she's the fucking queen. Again, if your gal is good to you, if she's loving, she's loyal, she's supportive, she takes care of herself, the bedroom action is good and consistent, of course you do nice things for your girl. But you don't treat her like she's a fucking queen, because this is what happens, especially with the young gals today. In her mind, I got this guy. I can do whatever I want. He ain't going anywhere. This is what happens when you give women too much certainty, guys. And I might add that a lot of gals will see kindness as a display of weakness. And now she's bored and she's going to go get her attention everywhere else because she's like, I know how this guy feels. The best way always to go, guys, is to always have a little uncertainty about you. That's what the bad boys provide them. Uncertainty, drama, butterflies. Anyway, remember, guys, I use these videos to teach. That's why I went through that whole 2-minute rant about that whole thing here. For those of you who are feel inclined to bitch about me talking. I haven't spoken to my wife about what I know just yet. Her mother came over for dinner after I made my post. I acted as though nothing was wrong. I participated in cooking the meal, ate, and then after her mother left. After her mom left, my wife told me that she had a headache and she was going to go lay down for the night. I gave her a kiss goodnight and she went to bed. Well, bro, at this juncture with all this stuff going on, it is time to do some serious investigating. And you're only married 2 years. So, obviously your wife is cheating. She may not be getting physical yet, but you can see the writing on the wall where this is going. After she went to bed, I went through her phone. I wanted more concrete proof about what my wife was doing, and more importantly, why. I can't trust a word out of her mouth at this point, especially because it appears she initially tried to delete her text with her best friend. If you can't trust your wife, then there's no relationship, there's no marriage. You can't have that without trust. And what I always tell you guys, I'll pay attention to who her friends are. I wonder if this friend of hers is single, probably envious as hell that she's married, had the wedding, got to be the star, doesn't have to work, so her friend can egg her on to potentially screw up the marriage. My wife just switched from having a Samsung to having an iPhone, so she wasn't aware that all of the deleted messages are saved for 30 days unless deleted again from a separate folder. I restored the messages, screenshotted them, and deleted them afterwards. Yeah, dummy, she better know her technology. What I found was heartbreaking. She told her best friend that she has a huge crush on the man on the smoothie shop. She also told her best friend that they are exchanging names and she's been cyber stalking him. That she paid for one of those $1 background checks to learn more about him. She also said that he is a manager at the smoothie shop. It's a corporate company. He has 5 kids and has been married for 15 years. That's right, 15 years. He's 46 years old. Yes, you read that correctly. 46 years old, just insane. Hey, I'm 46, dude, so it's not crazy. 46 isn't old. Of course, 20 years ago, I would have said it is. There you go, guys. Married, 5 kids. She's stalking him, all this stuff like that. She wants to know what's going on here. And this jackass is married with 5 kids, and he's obviously upping things up a notch every time with her. And this goes to show how dumb guys can be. He's going to screw up his whole marriage with 5 kids. Can you imagine the divorce? Can you imagine the alimony and child support he's going to have to pay for 5 kids? He messes this up. His job as a manager at freaking a smoothie shop ain't going to cover all that. She also told her best friend that on top of the free drinks, he takes his break when she gets there, and they often chat about life, and she really enjoys seeing him every day and talking to him. Too much time on her freaking hands. She said he started blowing her kisses, and she blows him one back and tells him to have a good day, and she'll see him tomorrow. Get this, my wife even knows his work schedule. This poor guy, because in his mind, I gave her everything. She doesn't have to work. I constantly compliment her. I do all these things for her, and this is what I get. There you go. She obviously married this guy because he's a provider. She settled for him. This is what happens, gentlemen. Now, does this mean that every single girl is going to behave in this way? No. But a hell of a lot do. You need to be aware of these things. Apparently, he's off on Mondays and Tuesdays. Coincidentally, my wife doesn't go on her jogs on Monday and Tuesday. Oh, what a coincidence. Her best friend was just encouraging her behavior throughout the entire thread, telling her that she's not wrong for having a crush if she doesn't sleep with him. And if she does sleep with him, to use protection and turn off your phone and tell your husband your phone died on your jog. I am heartbroken. And this is why you pay attention to who your wife or girlfriend's friends are. Right here. This poor bastard. It's over, my man. It is over. And I know how this is going to go. Contact a lawyer, find out your options. I checked her Instagram too. She hasn't DM'd him to my knowledge, but her search history and message history was erased. She must have erased it before she went to bed. It's possible she has another Instagram account. My wife didn't go for a jog today because Smoothie Boy probably is off today because it's Monday. She's been acting as if nothing is wrong. She still doesn't know I know what she's doing. She's having an emotional affair. Yeah, and probably you would know she was sleeping with him because she and the friend would be gossiping about it. I'll be contacting my lawyer tomorrow. I don't know what to say to her. I slept in my office last night on the couch. I just feel sick. If you slept in your office on the couch, she knows something's up. I'm devastated, at a loss for words. I probably won't respond to any comments, but I do appreciate them. I probably won't use this account anymore either. I just feel numb, dumb, stupid. Best of luck to everyone. So there you go. Now, before I get into the comments, I'm going to say this. Number one, I'm sorry this happened, dude, but because you're 28 and she's 26, you've been married 2 years now, I think it's past the annulment period, because usually that's a year. But here's the deal. You haven't been married that long. Talk to your lawyer, find out all your options, and get out of there. You're 28. You got your whole life ahead of you. All right? Kick her to the curb. You're going to take you probably will take a small hit, maybe alimony for a few years, since obviously you pay all the bills. You know, it doesn't say if you own the home you're in. Maybe it's an apartment, you know. So whatever it is, take the hit and move on. She's obviously someone that you cannot trust. You can't have a relationship or marriage without trust. She's disloyal. Loyalty means nothing to her, okay? And that's it. And, of course, if you need to, gather more evidence. But I think you have enough evidence to end the fucking marriage. End of story. Period. You made a mistake. You know, deal with it. Cut your losses and move on. And be thankful that you don't have any kids with her. But I'd be very careful once you start this process and not sleep with her, because she may try to pull the, you know, get pregnant at the last minute to save this wonderful deal she has here, because she's got a great deal. She doesn't have to work. She's got the guy that pretty much waits on her hand and foot, and she can go have flings on the side. That's what the marriage would be if you're with her, you know. And the next time around, for God's sakes, really take your time. You couldn't have known her that long before you got married to her. Spend years getting to know your girl. And the next, because this guy's obviously a relationship guy, the next time around, your future wife, she's going to have a fucking career. Not just a job, but a career. And the only reason she should be home, not having a career and bringing in income and helping out, is if you have children. That's the only reason why. I mean, come on here. Remember, this is all about the age of women and equality and female empowerment, so she can have a fucking job. End of story. And do not. And by the way, dude, you're going to get all the waterworks and begging and pleading. I'm so sorry. That shit. Don't buy into it. She knows how to push your buttons, and she's not the girl you thought she was. Amen. Now I'm going to read a few comments before I wrap this up. This one guy says here, manager at the smoothie shop or not, it is still pretty embarrassing she's willing to throw the towel in on your marriage for a guy, 20 years older with 5 kids? Good luck to her, because let me tell you, he's not leaving his wife. The alimony and expenses of separation are often enough to keep people in a marriage. And it sounds like Smoothie Boy has probably done his kind of thing before and gotten away with it. Yeah. The deleted Instagram messages would be a huge red flag for me. Who knows what they're saying to each other? Does she often post stories after or during her jogs? Workout gear thirst traps? I bet he's commenting on them. He says, man, you're still young. You're a provider, and fortunately, you don't have kids yet. Kick this ungrateful lady to the curb and move on with your life. I know it's hard, but she's already betrayed your marriage, and it's super worrying that her friends are encouraging it. That she tells me she badmouths you to her best friend a lot, because none of my friends would ever tell me point blank how to cheat on my wife. I'm sorry to say she's not your partner. You're a stopgap for her while she figures out what she actually wants. And a very convenient one you've been, to provide her for her while she doesn't have to work. You've got this. The future is all there for you, to your take. You don't need her dragging you down. Yeah, that guy, I couldn't have said it better myself, you know. Another one. Right before you hand her the divorce papers and a smoothie, start with a talk with, I'm sure glad we didn't have kids. And while she looks surprised, and the look of surprise is on her face, hand her the papers with a smoothie and say, go enjoy Smoothie Boy. As you hit send to Smoothie Boy's wife all the evidence. Good luck, bud. The streets are calling for your wife. Yeah, I forgot to mention that part. This guy should find out who this guy's wife is and provide her with all the information. And before anybody says, well, that's terrible, SSM, that's screwing up a marriage, and he's married and has kids. Well, guess what? This guy's coming in on your territory, and he's messing things up with your marriage, so fuck him. Another one. Healthy relationships need trust, respect, and boundaries. She is failing on all three. There are women out there who won't fail all three. You know you can't trust her anymore. You know she doesn't respect you. Her choices are not your fault, not your responsibility. Liars lie, cheaters cheat, whores are whores. It's just what they do. Well, here's the deal. This is her character, obviously, but this guy didn't help the situation. And I'm going to call him on this because he needs to be called upon. Otherwise, we'll keep making the same mistakes. He made her the queen, put her on the pedestal, gave her everything, and she knows it. She has absolute certainty that she can get away with anything with this guy. And I guarantee when he confronts her, she's going to pull every dirty trick in the book and toy with his emotions and manipulate him, thinking that eventually she can wear him down. I hope she doesn't. But he made mistakes here. Be relieved you discovered it now. Imagine how much worse this would be if you had kids. She might have gotten knocked up and pretended it was yours. Start getting loans for him in your name. Start getting loans for him in your name, credit cards, etc. You deserve better, OP. And that is it. There was a couple more comments, but we all get the point here. So anyhow, guys, there you go. Pay attention to who her friends are. Pay attention to red flags. If there aren't red flags, still pay attention. The old Ronald Reagan line about trust but verify. And for God's sakes, don't bombard your girl with all these things. Again, guys, your relationship, guys, you got a good girl. Again, she's loving and loyal. Got your back. She takes care of herself. She's got a positive attitude. She does things for you. Bedroom action is regular. All these things, good. Treat her well. But there's a difference between treating your girl well and reciprocating and making her out to be the queen of freaking Sheba, and she doesn't have to work. She doesn't have to do this. And no, that's ridiculous. And a lot of gals will take full advantage of that. And I'm willing to bet you that she married this guy because she knew darn well in advance he's that type of guy, a provider. Meanwhile, once she got married, she can eventually go have fun with Chad and Tyrone. I can't imagine what things were like prior to getting with this guy. You can all imagine. All right, guys, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.